everyone. Hello, old chap. Good morning, governor. Hey guys, so it is 2013, which by the way, I don't think that I've actually wished this channel a Happy New Year, so Happy New Year to you all. I am on a bit of a filming spree, which I'm sorry for those of you who get annoyed when I wear the same top filming, but I don't really feel like changing. So yeah, I have filmed 2 videos and I thought that I would be nice and actually be a worthwhile citizen and film a video for this channel, because I feel like I made this channel and I was all excited about it and then I just kind of forgot about it. So I'm going to start the new year off literally, I know I've said this a lot in the last couple of videos I just filmed, but I want to start the new year off the way that I plan on continuing it and the way I plan on ending it, and that is sharing the love between my beauty channel, which is like my main channel, and this channel, which I'm excited to have. So yeah. So I thought that I would start off the year with a bit of a 2012 reflection and thoughts and kind of share some of my New Year's resolutions, even though, to be honest, I'm not sure that I actually believe in New Year's resolutions, because there's just kind of like a thing that you say that you're going to do and then 2 days later you forget all about it. But these are things that I just want to continually remind myself to do or to be, and such like that. So to start off the video, I want to say that 2012 was a pretty good year. It wasn't a pretty good year for the fact that like I found myself or all of that stuff, but I just thought it wasn't a bad year. It was an interesting year. To be honest, in my eyes, it was a bit of a washout, only just because I was just kind of like in limbo. If my body was in a place of like a state of life, I would not be in heaven and I would not be in hell. I would literally be in purgatory. And I know that sounds like super deep and really weird, but it's kind of true. Like I just kind of like lived, but I didn't live like my fullest, happiest life, but I didn't live like down in the dumps either. And I think this year, well I say this year, but I mean last year, I think 2012 was a year that I kind of just, I don't want to say gave up, but I just kind of didn't care really that much, and I don't know if that was a good thing to act like. No, that made no sense. A good thing to feel, but it was kind of how I felt. Like I just was kind of still in the process of getting over. Well, I say getting over, but I will never get over 2010. If you guys don't know, I have sickle cell anemia, and I went through a hell of a lot in 2010. I will link you to the video that I talk all about that, because I do not want to rehash it all. So I'll link that in the bottom bar. But basically, I've had a lot of problems with my health. I had a brain hemorrhage, 2 strokes, brain surgery, and I had a mini surgery this year. Well, I keep saying this year, sorry. Last year, 2012. So yeah, but I'll also have a video on the mini surgery, so I will link that as well, so you guys will be all caught up on my health. So yeah, I don't think that I'm ever going to get over 2010 and 2007, but I think that I have just come to terms with it, and I've literally, in the last like 10 days, I've thought, what the hell, sorry for the swearing, but it's just the way I live, what the hell has happened to my life? Like, honestly, my life has just kind of like literally been on hold for the last 2 years, and I hate that. I don't like living that way. I am not that person, and I am definitely not someone who just lets life go on while I'm still stuck in point A when everyone else is in point B. That's not me. But I have kind of become that person, so I am going to make the biggest effort ever to go back to the way that I was pre-2010. Which I know for a lot of you, you're probably like, what? I don't even see any difference, because I did start YouTube like the end of 2010. But in myself, I feel a lot of difference. I'm not as happy, like, and I don't mean happy like I am a happy-go-lucky person. I laugh all the time, I smile all the time, but I'm just not as positive. That's what it is. I've become, in myself, I feel like I've become very negative, and I just look at the worst situation that it possibly could be, and then 2 minutes later, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. That's actually probably not going to happen. And I don't like that. I really, really don't like that. And I feel like I am bringing myself down. Does that make sense? I probably don't think it does, but it probably doesn't, sorry. But it's the way that I feel. So I am going to basically completely change. And when I say change, I don't mean change like, yeah, change, but I mean like become my old self again. I know that other people, I know that people change, but I don't like the way that I've changed. I don't really like the person that I've become. So, screw that person. Goodbye, old negative Siobhan. You are going to go back to your old ways, if not a better way of living. So, yeah, now that I've got you all down in the dumps and like, oh god, I hate my life, I'm going to tell you guys how I plan on fixing my life. Yum! Fix my life. I really don't like her. Sorry. I'm not going to be as negative. That is like the #1 thing that I have to remember. And I really do have to go back to that state of like, life is short. I went through that state like end of 2010, beginning of 2011. I appreciated everything because doctors told me, my parents told me, my friends told me that basically I'm lucky to be alive. So I appreciated every single thing on this godforsaken planet, but I kind of just fell out of that state of mind. But I really need to remember that things change like that, and I need to remember that. I also need to remember that it does not hurt to be happy, and that laughter is literally the best medicine. You can be down in the dumps, you could be, I don't know, homeless. I am sure you can be homeless. You can be, basically picture your most negative, horrible, you would never want to live that way state of mind and life, and you can be in that state, and if someone tells a joke to you and you laugh for 30 seconds, that makes you feel better for 30 seconds. And when you come out of that amazing laugh, you think positive, and I need to focus on that. So I'm going to be basically a bit more of a goofy person because pre-2010, I was a goofy person. I made people laugh all the time, and I told random jokes, and I did random things, and I was a bit quirky, and I've just kind of fallen into like, this is exactly how I'm going to live my life. Like straight, plain, boring, blah. And I don't want to be that person. I really don't. I want to go back to being the full of life, vivacious person that I was. And I'm not trying to say like, oh, I was amazing. But I'm just trying to say exactly how I felt that I was and how I was told that I was. So I'm going to go back to that. And it might be a hard journey, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm determined. I also feel like I just kind of fell into like this state of limbo, like I mentioned, that I didn't really do much. Like I went to school and I came home and I studied and I watched TV and I did, like nothing had meaning and nothing was exciting. It was just all run of the mill, and that is the worst thing ever. No more. No more. I am going to be doing so much this year, and I'm just so excited. I plan on traveling a lot this year. I plan on getting exciting new jobs. I hope for exciting new opportunities. Basically, it is the year of possibilities, the year of fun, the year of adventure. And I am totally amped up, and this is because of the way society works. Everyone's like excited for the new year, and it's just kicked me into that mode that I need to be in to change everything. So I'm going to basically make a resolution to enjoy life. That's my #1 resolution. Enjoy it because it is way too darn short. #2 would be to be happy. I feel like I've become self-consciously afraid of being happy because I feel like then I'm going to forget about what happened to me, and I don't know why, because I will never forget how that happened to me, and that it happened to me, and why it happened to me. I will never forget. I'm like basically scarred for life, and I need to realize, and now I do realize, that you can be all of those things. You can know what happened to you and basically be scarred for life, but also live a happy life. So that is definitely my #2 resolution. My #3 resolution is to become a bit skinnier. I know this is a horrible resolution because most people don't really follow through on it, and a lot of people hate the fact that people make resolutions for it, but I need to. I was really skinny when I was basically my whole life. I've been like, I look at pictures now and I think that I looked a little bit anorexically skinny. Like I looked so skinny, like an unhealthy skinny, and I look at kids with sickle cell and I actually see that unhealthy skinny, and it's horrible. It's basically because the nutrients don't flow around your body the way they should, so you don't have like healthy fat. But now I've gone past the point of healthy fat. I've gone to like too much fat. I'm not fat. I know that. I'm not a fat person. I am not obese. I am healthy. But when you compare my height and my age compared to how much I weigh, I am not happy with it, and they don't recommend it. It's not like a danger zone number, but it's a number that you should kind of try to fix. And I've been saying for basically a year that I'm going to change how I look. I haven't done it, and I'm going to do it this year. I'm going to eat right, or better. I'm not going to eat right because I'm not going to be eating a lettuce leaf a day, but I'm going to be eating a bit better than I do. In other words, not having as much fast food, not having as much ice caps, not having as much ice cream, like all of that stuff. I'm eating a bit better, and I am making a solid effort to go to the gym or to work out, to have some kind of physical activity go on at least twice a week. And I know that this is like baby steps, but to me, they are big steps, and I hope that they do actually make a difference. I'm going to start a new series on this channel that's called Cleaner and Leaner. Do you like that name? I was like, ah! Epiphany. I actually wrote a text message to my friend, and I was like, I'm going to be living cleaner and leaner this year. And I was like, that is totally the best series name ever. And you guys might not think it is, but I love it. So I'm going to start a new series called Cleaner and Leaner, and it is going to be about my struggle, my journey to get cleaner and leaner. And my intention is not to lose like 50 pounds, 60 pounds, whatever. I just want to be a bit more healthy. If that means losing weight, it means losing weight. Doesn't mean I'm going to be losing a lot of weight. I just want to be a bit more rounded out, because right now I carry most of my weight on my belly, and I just hate that. So yeah. And resolution number, I don't know if I'm at 4 or 5, but resolution number 4 is the last one, and it's work hard. I have always been a hard worker, and I worked so hard in middle school, well, elementary school, middle school, and end of grade 11 is when I kind of like lost my spark for school. I guess I was tired of it. So I did enough, and I have always done well in school, but I need to work harder. I feel like I'm getting less intelligent by the second, and I don't like that feeling. So I'm going to start reading more, and I'm just going to get more involved in my education. Alright, so basically that's kind of like my plan for 2013. I know that this year is going to be my year. It is going to be a year full of adventure, hopefully full of opportunity. I need to kind of grab opportunities while they're around. I kind of sit on things, and then after that it's kind of like, oh, if only. And I'm tired of saying if only. I've said basically for the entire year and for the entire 2 years, like 2011, 2012, and the end of 2010, I've said 2 things way too much. And I've said, why me? And I've said, if only. You know what? The answer to the first question is why me? Because the man upstairs thinks that I can handle it, and he has laid out a plan for me, and I just need to follow the plan. And the plan that I'm living right now is not his plan. I just know it. So I am going to basically move on. I don't know if I'll move on, but I'm going to get back on his path that he had set out for me. And yeah, I am who I am, and I am who I am because of the fact that all this happened to me. I am the lovely concoction of Siobhan.